It's all right. Tammie Wilson.
Thank you. And thanks for having this. And what could I bring? I'll tell you. I don't know how many of you guys have been to meetings in the last year or two. But when you're sitting at that table and you're passionate about something because it's going to change in your area, and you have 3 minutes to come up with every reason you want to stick in there and ask questions and never get them answered, I understand the frustration of that. And I will guarantee you one thing. You ask a question there, if I don't know the answer, I'm going to find out and make sure it gets back to you, because you want the answers. It's going to make the changes in your lifestyle, and you have a right for that. The other thing is, I will definitely be fiscally responsible. Look at my signs. They're all spray painted. Why? Not because I couldn't afford to buy new signs, but why? Why not reuse what we already have? We need to look at better ways to manage our money so that the taxpayers can afford to stay where they are and have the quality of life that we only get living here. And I will protect that with everything I have. And let those of you know who I am, and you know I'm open and honest, and I will work harder than anybody you have ever seen. So I hope that you will vote for me on October 2nd, and thanks again for doing this.
Thank you very much, Tammie Wilson. Dae Miles.
My name is Dae Miles. I'm proud to be able to run for office. I'm against the sales tax. It's regressive. I'm for public transportation. It saves us money. I'm for Wolfgang's petition to increase the homeowner exemption and all the other efforts. I'm for state-funded land grant school funding. This is the law that we're not abiding by. This would also reduce local property taxes. And I'm also for splitting the property tax off buildings so people are free to invest, and it would stop active land speculation. I believe in equality. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all people are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Thank you very much. Vice
Okay, a couple things. Old signs. Tammie, look at my yard signs. They go from 1988. The year of the Unification Charter Commission, if any of you can remember back that far. Don, I think maybe can remember back that far. And Sid, a couple of other folks. 1988. So I've got you beat by about 20 years. I've got to spend 30 seconds on education. This stuff you're hearing about land, the evil holders of land, speculators on land, just drives me crazy. Owners of land are paying the same mill rate that you're paying, 13 mills, somewhere around that, borough property tax. 2/3 of that property tax goes to the schools. There's no kiddies on that raw land. That property tax is going to provide borough services, and 2/3 of that mill rate goes to the school system to educate people's kids that are in the improved parcels of land. So it's exactly opposite to what you've heard here from a couple of these candidates, that the evil holders of raw land are the evil ones. In fact, the taxes on the raw land are subsidizing the people on 10,000 square foot lots, half-acre lots, 1-acre lots with 5 kids in the school system. As I said, I'm a numbers guy, I'm a specific guy. I think I've served you well in the assembly in the past. I'm pretty frugal with your money. I'm as frugal with it as I am with my own, and I think that says something. So I look for your vote. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Valerie Therrien.
Thank you. Thank you, ITA, for having me come down and talk and have these forums. I think they're really important. I can remember the first time we went to an ITA thing. I think I was shaken. But, you know, we're all just part of our community now, and, you know, the issues are such that, you know, we really, I think, get along a lot better. You don't want a rubber stamp on the assembly, and I'll tell you that I'm not one. When the mayor wanted us to approve the contracts and the agreements with the railroad, I just said no. I just thought it was ridiculous what the railroad was trying to do. You need somebody that's going to be vigilant and look to the issues and respect you, and then make a decision for what's best in the community. Our community is growing. When I got here 31 years ago, there was nothing on Airport Road. Now, you know, the traffic is bad, we've got a lot of people in the community, and we're slowly seeing that maybe the values that we love Fairbanks are changing, and I hope that in the next 3 years that we can protect what we like about Fairbanks and at the same time provide a good community for the citizens here. I believe that I'm very respectful and ethical and honest, and I'm very hardworking. I'm a consensus builder. You couldn't take the big box store ordinance and not have consensus building to get it passed by this community. When the city mayor and Steve Shuttlesworth said no, 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 we worked hard, we finally got it passed, we got something that fits Fairbanks, and I hope that you'll vote for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mark. And the final candidate is Mark Ames. 90 seconds to tell us why the voters should vote for you.
Thank you, moderator. Thank you, ITA. Past and present assembly members are not worthy of re-election or election, in my view. The borough, as a matter of fact, as well as our two cities and over 40 other communities, which inspired our state to reaffirm its cogent 90% providential land-based provision, these assembly members have not stepped up to the plate, formed a committee to look at this at constant behesting of myself, and the Section 28A1 90% was to meet our needs of rural and urban communities. The January 1st, 1964 public incorporated political subdivision of the state here in the interior, the Fairbanks North Star Borough, encompasses the UAF. That's where our Constitution was written. It encompasses the city of Fairbanks, established 36 years after session, which was chosen in 1965 as our Alaska U.S. 1867-1967 centennial site. There are 3 public interest findings from the Chena Riverfront Commission, the Historic Preservation Commission, the Economic Development Commission, that has been constantly ignored by Guy Savin, Therrien, and Luke Hopkins. And so I just want to make that clear as a grateful native-born Alaskan American who feels these common denominator, land-based interests are worthy of your attention. Thank you very much and have a pleasant evening.
Thank you very much, Mark Ames. And on behalf of the Interior Taxpayers Association, I'd like to thank everybody who came out tonight to speak with you, and maybe a show of hands for the candidates.
Yes.
We're going to take about 10 minutes to set up for